Now, this story, the EFF says it's committed to finding those responsible for the killing of Hillary Gardee, the daughter of attorney and former EFF Secretary General Godrich Gardee. Earlier, the party's leader, Julius Malema, gave an update to media outside the Gardee family home in Mbombela, in Mpumalanga province. The 28-year-old's body was found yesterday. She'd been missing since last Friday. Apparently, she was with a 3-year-old child at the time who was later found roaming Mbombela. How tragic. eNCA reporter Pule Letshwiti-Jones joining us now live from Mbombela for more on this. Pule, very good afternoon to you. Thank you very much for your time. Well, the EFF speaking to the media just a short while ago. What can you tell us about that? And any updates at all at this hour?
Well, what we understand, Pradhan, is that the Red Berets top brass is actually, quite confident in terms of them telling us that they will be finding the killers behind the killing of Hillary Gardee. But most importantly, there are some of the encrypted statements that were made by the party leader, Julius Malema, saying that they are sending a warning to the police minister, Begela, to ensure that they find the perpetrators before they do, because they don't want to see how things will turn out if they were to be the first ones to find the killers. But apart from that, they've also said that their intelligence on the ground has made them quite aware. This is the EFF's intelligence on the ground has made them quite aware that the perpetrator behind the killing is someone who's internally in the country and not someone who's a foreign national. They've also lambasted those who've criticized the EFF open border policy, saying that this was crime and wasn't politically motivated. I just want to listen and take a, hear to what Julius Malema had to say regarding this whole incident.
We have committed to the family to find these killers, and we have committed to Begikele as well, that he must find them before we find them, because if we find them before him, we will not give him any guarantee as to what is going to happen. We have deployed all manner of resources on the ground to look for this criminal, and the report we have is that we can be rest assured that it is not a mission that comes from outside, it's a mission that is internal, and therefore we have no reason to be looking over the borders as to who could have done this. So the assurance we got from the intelligence we have deployed on the ground is that it's internal work, and we're becoming closer to the situation.
And anything at all having been said about the motive for this killing of the 28-year-old Hillary Gardee, Pule?
Well, for now, they're saying that they cannot, suggest as to what could have been the sinister motive behind her killing. But most importantly, as well, they're saying, this unbearable, tragic news have caused pain within the party and within the family as well. And for Mr. Malema himself, saying that this is a nightmare, and they're hoping that they can get, closer and closer to the answers as to what could have, caused this whole tragic incident once they've had, the opportunity to actually find out who the killer is. But most importantly, he's also said that the family has thanked South Africans and everyone else for the support that they've shown to them in terms of ensuring that when Hillary Gardee went missing on Friday, they were already on the public platforms trying to ensure that they can find her. And he's also given a sense of idea of how the family is feeling, saying that they were going through quite enormous pain, and what could bring closure to them is to ensure that the police minister does live up to his expectations, and that they complete the task of what he had promised, as to finding the killers within 72 hours. We do understand that Hillary Gardee's body was found just outside of Mbombela in an open field by timber workers, and this is quite sad, because the party as well and family members were saying that this was unexpected, and it seems as though they are following up and getting closer to answers as to who could have been behind this whole situation. But I just wanted to take a listen to what Malema had to say about this.
There's nothing that suggests there were politics involved. It's a pure criminality. We have not yet established the motive, and the motive can confidently be established once we've found the perpetrator.
Of course, the family is very distraught, as you say, Pule. As we conclude, Pule, what do we expect to happen next? Any word at all about what is the family planning while the police are investigating, looking for whoever is behind this killing?
Well, it seems as though all organizations, civil society and family friends are on the ground trying to comfort clues as to who could be behind this. But what we also heard from the party itself is that they have been exchanging information with the police as well in terms of working hand in hand and ensuring that they can find the perpetrator behind this whole tragic incident. For now, we're still waiting to find or rather get more information from the leadership of the EFF as well in terms of preparations for the memorial service and thereof. They're still inside of the family and still consulting with the family. And once we have, that crucial update as to, information surrounding this whole situation, then we'll be able to update you better.
Thank you very much. Pule Letshwiti-Jones from Mbombela, outside the home of the Gardees. Now, police.